Tottenham or Manchester United. One of these two teams, surprisingly, will be able to walk away with the Europa League, regardless of their bad form in the league. And so many other neutrals, especially Manchester City, Arsenal, and Liverpool, and whoever else who's not in the European competition, will be watching closely to see who.
We won't be watching.
We're watching closely, of course, because this is a final, and whoever wins here is going to get direct into the Champions League. While Man City, Chelsea, and every other person will be fighting to get into the Champions League, one of these two teams is going to enter directly into the Champions League after winning. So it's going to be a very tough game in Bilbao. But we have to look and see who is most likely to win it. So this is the preview. My name is Brian.
My name is Enoch.
And let's see who is going to walk away with the Europa League title this year. Anyway, so maybe just a bit of history of these two teams, especially how they've come all the way from where they started to Bilbao. And you'll find that, especially I'll speak for Manchester United, because I'm a big Manchester United fan and I'm proud of it. So Manchester United in the group phase were unbeaten, and until even at this point they're still unbeaten. They were able to secure a few draws here and there against Porto. They also were able to beat a number of other teams which were not so big in the group phase, but they came up big in the knockout stage. And during this run, Manchester United played directly in the round of 16 without playing the playoffs. They beat Real Sociedad, Spanish, one of the best Spanish teams, mid-table teams, I should say. And they beat them an aggregate of 5-2, I guess, because in the first leg it ended 1-1, and then Manchester United managed to win 4-1 in the second leg. After, I think, Real Sociedad got a red card. And then in the quarterfinals, Manchester United faced Lyon, and what a dramatic game that was.
Manchester United got lucky. It was a lucky game.
When you thought Manchester United were dead, they arose and they just made sure.
You actually went to sleep before the game.
You or me? No. I don't do that. I watch every detail of our games, and it was a pretty amazing game. Manchester United managed to beat Lyon in an aggregate of 6 goals, or was it 7-6, just by 1 goal. And then lately in the semi-finals, they faced Bilbao, a team which had conceded the fewest goals in the Europa League, and they managed to beat them with an aggregate of 7-1. That's pretty impressive, if you ask me. So they deserve it to be here. Aside from people saying many of the teams they played, they were red carded or penalties, they deserve to be here. Mm-hmm. So pretty good run for Manchester United.
Tottenham actually in the round of 16 finals, they faced AZ Alkmaar, and they won 3-2 on aggregate. Faced Frankfurt, Omar Mamouche's team, and won 2-1 on aggregate. And went to the semis and faced Bodo Glimt.
Who are these teams?
Europa League is very, very funny. Which teams do you guys play on Thursday night?
We played Bilbao and Sociedad.
5-1. This is actually a very, very funny league. While the rest of us are actually fighting in the Champions League and sweating and enjoying. You guys are just playing teams with Wi-Fi names, passwords.
No, it's Bilbao Wi-Fi name. You know Bilbao can beat Man City. Anyway, so going ahead, I think Tottenham, I think when you look at the road to the final, Tottenham have had an relatively easier, if you ask me. Manchester United has had the most difficult one. But in these kinds of games, actually that does not really matter, because in the final it's just one game, and whoever will play the best is whoever will win. So speaking of which, for Manchester United, I don't think they have so many key injuries. Just aside from De Ligt. De Ligt was injured recently, and we don't know how much longer he'll stay out. And then we also have Zirkzee. Zirkzee is also out, and he could be out for the rest of the season. And also we have Martinez, who hasn't featured for quite some long time. So those are the three players that Manchester United could miss. But still, when you look around Manchester United team, these 3 players can be easily replaced, and they will still look stronger. Because let me speak maybe for the Leeds case. I think Maguire can easily play his position. For Zakzi's case, I think we have Amadou's back and playing. We have Mount, we have Eriksen who can play in the 10 position, and we also have Højlund in the striking position. If we are linking, if we are referring him to be playing as a striker, Zakzi, and then for Martinez, we have so many other players. We have Lenny Yoro, we have Aiden Heaven. So like it seemingly looks like Manchester United, in case they don't get any injuries between now and then, they'll have a full squad.
So you're stood for the final at this moment in time.
Yeah, we're ready for the final. How is Tottenham squad looking like?
For Tottenham, at the moment, at the time of recording, we have Son Heung-min, who still has a foot injury, but hopefully he'll be back for the final.
You say hopefully.
Hopefully he'll be back for the final. We have James Maddison with always his knee injuries each and every time.
Yeah.
I also hope he'll be back for the final. But I feel I'll quote with this quote from Ang Postecoglou, which he says that he always wins a trophy in his second season. So as Tottenham fans, coded Tottenham fans were actually rallying behind Tottenham to actually win their first trophy in how long? How long has it been actually?
I think
many years.
The last time they won a trophy was in 2008.
Audi Cup.
They not Audi Cup. They won the it was called a League Cup then. I think during those days Didier Zokora was still a player. Also we had Pascal Chimbonda playing for Tottenham, and they won against Chelsea actually. That is the last time they won the trophy, 2008. They won the League Cup. And before that, I think in Europe, I mean, the last time they won, it was in around 1984.
Cup Winners' Cup.
Yeah, not Cup Winners' Cup. Just it was called UEFA Cup final.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they played
so
Anderlecht.
Europa.
Yeah, it's like Europa. Yeah, back then. So they beat Anderlecht on penalties after drawing both home and away. I think 1 goal, then 2 goals in the second leg. So that is the last time they won a European Cup. And those are just a few interesting facts.
So the last time will be actually in this month. It will be the last time. So Tottenham fans, we are rallying behind you, and we hope you come out with a victory.
Yeah, maybe just another thing about recent how successful these two teams have been in Europe in the last few years. Manchester United were able to win it in 2017 when Mourinho was the manager. Against all odds, not against all odds, but with so many injuries, he managed to win it. And for Tottenham, as Europe competitions are concerned, they managed to reach the final in 2019. And they actually lost to Liverpool. As usual, they bottled to Liverpool.
The Hurricane curse, which is now lifted.
It looks like it's going to be a very interesting game because looking at it from Manchester United point of view, you know what? If we're going to win it, it's going to mean something. If we are not going to win it, it's going to mean nothing. Because I mean, the season will be over. I mean, we will look very useless for having to make all that run, especially being unbeaten at this point, and then going all the way to the final and losing to Tottenham Hotspurs. I mean, it can be very painful if we lose. But still, looking at maybe the strength of these teams, the way they play, and the key players, as from Manchester United's point of view, I think Amorim should approach this game in a defensive side of things. Like, he should go, not pack the bus per se, but he should try to be a bit defensive. He should field a team that is quite defensive in this one, so that we try to absorb Tottenham's pressure. And then during this period, we can make transitions, because we've been so good in transitions. As much as he wants to change that and make Manchester United a team which is balanced and be able to create chances from like zero-level situations, we still play that kind of things because those are the players we have. Garnacho, Bruno, they still just hoof the ball sometimes, including Casemiro. He plays those quick passes. So I think what we need to do is to play that defensive and try to attract Tottenham to come and attack us. And you know, with their high line, then we might have a chance. And that's why I think, for me, if someone asks me the prediction of this game, I know it's going to be very tough because there's so much at stake. I actually heard someone saying that it could be a decider if Ange's job will be kept or not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for Man United, it could be, we are forgiving you, but
do better next season.
So I think it's a very tricky game. Everyone wants to win. And as a Manchester United fan, I think if we turn up the way we usually do, we've been able to do these kinds of... We've pulled miracles in some of the games where people ruled us out. And then this one, people are not... The funny thing is people are not ruling us out in this one because they know you're playing Spurs. But still, it's a difficult game. And Manchester United vs Tottenham will not lack goals. I believe this game could go in a 2-1 kind of win for Manchester United. Then we are going to qualify for the Champions League.
But you guys haven't beaten Tottenham this season.
It doesn't matter.
3 meetings.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I think when someone defeats you 3 times, the odds of him defeating you another time, especially if you are Manchester United, are very low. So that's why I think we're going to win this.
We'll be here.
Say your prediction.
2-1 Tottenham win. Nothing more, nothing less. Heung-min Son on the double.
How will he score when he has a foot injury?
He'll be back. It's just a foot injury. He'll
Wait
be
and
back.
see. You're probably watching this and you're wondering how he could say Spurs to win this game 2-1. So let us know in the comment section. Hit that like button and let us know who's going to walk away with the Europa League title this season. So that is all from us. My name is Brian.
My name is Enoch.
And see you after the finals.